conversation. And trust me, y'all know if you have been my fan for a long while, you know that I'm an appreciative person, and I appreciate Paulo for putting me on. You know, Paulo has good intent. You know, he's a kind person and he's a good person. But like I said, I personally didn't feel like Paulo knew much about the record label system as at then, because I'm not the type to I'm not the type to ask for much, you know. So when we signed the contract, I didn't even ask for anything. I wasn't asking for. I had a small undercar that I was driving, so I didn't ask for anything for give me a car, give me a house. No, I was squatting. I was squatting. I was squatting with Kunle in Yaba as at the time. So I didn't even ask for accommodation or anything. All I just wanted was for my music to be pushed, you know. And I felt like, oh, Paulo was in a place to help me push my music from what I saw. And to be honest with you, I didn't pray about it. I just felt like, when I saw it, I felt like, oh, this looks juicy, you know. And then I signed the contract, you know, and that we were expecting that, oh, things were going to happen and all that. But I mean, it is what it is. I was there for 2 years. I was in the label for 2 years, and Paulo was not the present type. Like, he was never really present in the country. So I had to deal with the label executives, and I had to deal with the label workers. But big shout out to I call her my sister, Mojia. Yeah, of the few in the label that put me on. You know, I know she was really persistent about me traveling to the UK and traveling to Dubai. She was really persistent about me traveling. You know, even though I didn't have any song as at then, when I traveled to UK, it was just a mashup that I did. You can go browse it. It was a mashup, shape of you mashup. For those of you that really know me well, go browse it. For those of you that are interested in checking the facts, it was shape of you mashup that I did, and that was the only song that I performed there. You know, so but she was really, she really facilitated that travel, and but when I got there, what my eyes saw, well, I've said a little about it. I mean, I was stranded in London. I knew no one. That was my first time traveling. I was in the cold because I was told to leave the hotel room because the hotel room was just booked for one day, right? And I was kicked out, and I was on the street in Wembley. But because I had personality complex, I had what's the word? Inferior complex. I didn't know how to express myself, and I remember particularly that Captain Demuren was also in that show. I saw him, but I couldn't tell him my problem. Like, I saw him, he was right there in the Wembley Hotel, but I couldn't tell him that, oh, I have no place to sleep, I have nothing, because I could not even just bring myself to talk, you know. So I had to walk out of that place. And me, it was my first time in London. And one gray shirt, which Kunle give me, I wear. Cold, fit. See, by the time Kunle arranged the Airbnb for me, and the lady gave me the key to open the place, the key was dropping from my hand. Like, I had no grip. Like, I had no grip. God is my witness on all these things that I'm saying to you. I had no grip on the key. My hand was, I didn't know what it was, but it was, I mean, they call it frostbite. Now I know, but back then I was just new to the system there. The cold was killing me, and I was there without no food. It was the woman that provided the Airbnb that now gave me food. I think she made, one of the days that I had there, she made a banegusi for me. You know, it was Kunle that called his sister that hooked me up with the Airbnb. The woman made a goosey and a bath. I can remember the water in the bathroom was so cold. To even bath for me was hard. To tell you how how clean, how to tell you how much I remember this experience. It was Wembley. I will never forget it. And I moved my flight forward. I moved my flight, waiting this person talk. Now don't chop everybody. Make this one lift up the press money. All right. And I had to move my flight forward, and I ran back to Lagos. That was my experience in London. You know, so I don't know if Ogapolo knows about all these things, but I feel like if an artist is being taken outside the country, there should be proper plan because I mean, I think the attention was really on the flavors and and the technos and the big artists that was there. And nobody even, no, till today, nobody even, said anything about, nobody made mention of anything about how I fared and nothing about that. But like I said, um, I didn't lie about anything I said on that podcast. And if you know, you can go verify it. And the reason why I can truth, I've suffered all these things for a long time, and I was being asked about my struggles, and I decided to talk about my struggles. So I'm not going to apologize to anybody for speaking about. I'm not stop reading comments. I'm not I'm not going to, what was I saying? I'm not going to apologize to anybody for speaking my truth. I was in that podcast speaking about things that were really painful for me, and yeah, that was it. So, like I said, I have no issues with Ogapolo. Me and Ogapolo just finished talk. He just finished stuff for Canada last year. We did. I mean, it was fun. It was vibes. You know, we were always talking until even today when the podcast dropped. I called Ogapolo. I said, I hope you know that I have no issues here. So, all right. Thank you very much. God bless you guys. But as regards to this matter, we pin.